After this, Jesus went about in Galilee. He would not go about in Judea because the Jews were seeking to kill him. Now the Jews' feast of booths was at hand. So his brothers said to him,
"Leave here and go to Judea, that your disciples also may see the works you are doing. For no one works in secret if he seeks to be known openly. If you do these things, show yourself to the world."
For not even his brothers believed in him. Jesus said to them,
"My time is not yet come, but your time is always here. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me, because I testify about it, that its works are evil. You go up to the feast. I am not going up to this feast, for my time has not yet fully come."
After saying this, he remained in Galilee. But after his brothers had gone up to the feast, then he also went up, not publicly, but in private. The Jews were looking for him at the feast, and saying,
"Where is he?"
And there was much muttering about him among the people, while some said,
"He is a good man."
Others said,
"No, he is leading the people astray."
Yet for fear of the Jews no one spoke openly of him.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome once again to Faith in the Word. What happened in today's gospel reading is that Jesus had told his brothers that it is not his time to go to Jerusalem and reveal his power. But what does he do? He goes to Jerusalem. Is this deception, inconsistency, or even a change of mind here? No. Well, then, what is going on? A lot. Early when Jesus responds to his brothers, he said he would not go up with them because his time has not yet fully come. By speaking like this, he was not saying the time was wrong, as if he just needed to wait for the right time on the clock to go. No, he was saying the present moment wasn't the suitable time or the right time to publicly show himself to the world as they wanted. That time would one day come when all would see his power displayed very publicly in the weakness of his death on the cross. If he went as the brothers suggested, the Jews would kill him because the world hates him because he called out their sins. That's not the plan. He will die, yes, and his death will be a very public event. Yes, but his death will be at a Passover yet to come, when he will take up the role of the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. That time was soon approaching, but it had not come yet. Jesus never told his brothers he wouldn't go. He just said he wouldn't go and do according to their plans. What then are his plans? Or what are his Father's plans? To go up secretly? So off he goes, never to see Galilee again before his death. Options of Christ were not in short supply at the feast, and ironically, between all this talk about Jesus remained hidden. I think he sees this in the reality that even though more than 2,000 years he have passed since this moment, our world today is still very much caught up in the same conversation. The world around us is ever speaking of Jesus in the same ways, aren't they? Some saying he's a good teacher, others saying he's a false teacher who created his own religion. The more you know about what your friend, neighbor, and co-worker believes about Jesus, the more eager you ought to be about sharing the gospel with them. Since this conversation is ever taking place, we ought to be the ones who jumped in because we know the truth about who He is. Even if these conversations take place within our own families or in general public, we should never shy away from them. As important as it is for us to learn, there's a greater and more pointed challenge for us here. Sure, the world may be ever caught up with discussing who Jesus is. What matters most isn't what the world says about Jesus. What matters is what you say about Him. Who do you say He is? Is He just a good teacher? Do you believe in Him? Do you just like to be in our conversations because it's juicy and controversial? Or maybe for fear of those around you, you don't ever speak all of Jesus at all. Then they know you are Christian and you prefer it like that because you know that if they knew, your life would be a lot harder. At the festival of the Jewish leaders were watching for Jesus and asking who He is. Today, who you say He is? Join us every Sunday at the Holy Eucharist at 8 and 10 a.m. in English and 12 noon in Spanish. It does not matter where you are in the path of faith. Everyone is welcome to share this process together. And if you like this video, please don't forget to press the share button below so more people can watch it. Thank you.